Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
All set to go now from the 35. From the pistol, Hurts. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, 73. Great.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts looking to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All set now. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Brought in. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Great, set.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he gets in, touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Good on the extra point attempt. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Commanders 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion.
18 Cardinal.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
60. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Daniels now on first down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther. Reload. Check, Panther. Let's go.
Now give right side to Chubb. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
60 Eagles.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They still have 5 to go here. 3rd down.
180.
They go to Barkley again. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Play action now. Daniels rolling out to his left. Down the field. He's got Pierce. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Come on. 19 Charger.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Gets this one to Pierce. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Check. 70 Timberwolf. Unlock line. Check go.
They give inside the jump. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
14-yard line.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Hey, Crash. Ready, ready?
3rd and long for Daniels. He completes it in traffic. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Deputy. Deputy Lions. 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Here's Daniels. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game.
Touchdown, Washington.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Sideburns able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
180.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
No touchdown. 180. 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
7-yard gain.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
49-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Great, set. Anyway,
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Great, set.
Hurts yet again. He brings it in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Elliott connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him. It ends with a touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 14, Eagles 10.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Dory Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
First down throwing for Hurts. Out wide to Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Great, set. Anyone, huh?
Throwing here just before halftime. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to be forced out of bounds on what will be the final play of our first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
On the jump.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Daniels now. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing now, Daniels. On the move, headed right. And he can escape no longer. They'll roll him over and bring him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Play action now with Daniels. He put everything he had into this one. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 21, Eagles 10.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
No touch that. Trimmer. Nope.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
No touch that. No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
New set of downs from the 37.
Great, set. Easy, 63, pass. Crowd left yet. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they're all the way across midfield before he was brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Play action. Hurts has it. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Great, set. Hey! Crowd left yet. No touch.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Great, set.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a game lead. That's another.
Hurts on 1st down. Held in by Goddard, left side. And a tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. First down, a run with Barkley. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
They give to Barkley, left side. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Right there, baby. Yes, got that.
No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Elliott connects there. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready, 60 Eagles. Pass to 60, pass to 60. Go.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And he has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down, Washington.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Reload.
Again, it's Chubb. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a 2nd time. That's going to bring him to 4th down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 yards.
So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Good, set.
Here's Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's got Devontae Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Trimmer.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready? Ready?
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. These guys got us into the red zone before someone can force him out.
A gain of
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 31, Eagles 13.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's the backup. First throw. Chased out to his right. And he runs out of bounds a yard or two behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
Well, Kate, even with nothing open downfield, there was still the option to simply throw it away. Mental mistake there, and it cost them 3 yards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
No touch that. 180, 180. No touch.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
70 Lions. Take out.
They'll throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's trying to push the field. To the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Yet another grab for Goddard. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Still going through the 25. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill, What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.